This is a companion piece to my Cut Short. How do I explain this better? For the last 9 years that the conservative mindset had against Donald Trump, because they viewed him as a Clintonian. They viewed him as a saboteur of the entire conservative movement because they don't like him. They don't like Donald Trump because they view him as Ross Perot 2.0. And that's why we have Trump derangement syndrome on the left. Trump derangement syndrome is not a recent phenomena. It is a phenomena that's brought on by fear of the Never Trump conservative movement of 2015 and 16. Trump derangement syndrome, for the most part, has been a leftover organism mixed in with some parts of Bush derangement, but mostly it's brought on by conservative fear of Trump. And that fear has metamorphosized over in the last 7 years because they view Donald Trump and they view the entire MAGA movement, the entire populist structure, as part of an organism that is threatening their very existence. They hate him for that. They hate Trump because he's not one of them. He's one of the Democrats. I remember all the anti-Trump memes from conservatives because they view Donald Trump to be a progressive, at least from some aspects. And they would rather see Donald Trump be removed from the conservative canon and see the conservative canon go back to the neoconservative movement. And that is part of the issue that I have with certain conservatives. They can't go back to the Bush, Reagan, William F. Buckley doctrine. We need a new doctrine. But the problem with that is if we go back to the Reagan, Buckley, Bush doctrine of how conservatism is going to be run, we will see the entire conservative movement destroy itself at a far more rapid pace. That's the whole problem I have with people in general. We have too much of a third rail in modernist political infrastructure from 50 to 60 years. And we have reached a point in civilization where it's going to be at a point where we're going to see America be destroyed because of certain movements. And that's what scares me the most every day. Seeing the entire conservative movement destroy itself. Mainly because of Charlie Kirk. Mainly because of Turning Point. I'm just worried about seeing myself one day, seeing the entire country go blue, and to see a return to the early 1990s, where the entire country was blue. And to see like a blue Florida and a blue Texas. That's what is an ever-waking nightmare for me. I'm scared that the entire MAGA movement and everything else is going to be disintegrated over time, and that the entire Trump movement is going to destroy itself. And then eventually it will be mocked and ridiculed into non-existence. Because of the Republicans are unable to take advantage of the mail-in ballot system. Oh, they have been taking advantage of the early vote, but not in the mail-in ballots. And that's what bothers me. What really bothers me is that I've seen too much. I've seen too much stuff going on within the Republican Party. And I'm scared. I'm scared of losing this country to the Democrats. I'm scared of seeing my mom and dad have their hearts broken again and again and again. And then just be broken souls. I just don't know anymore. I feel like I'm living in a world of crazies and loonies for the last 23, well, not 23, but for the last 19 years. Everything has gone to shit and will continue to go to shit. And no one gives a damn because they want the end of Trump. If it meant letting people actually agree and unify under agreement. They want someone to say, "Yay! Yay, you're special." I'm tired of that. I'm tired of all cheering, all of that nonsense. It's not about liberals and conservatives anymore. It's about the nonsensical cheering. From the dawn of social media in probably 2005 to now, all I see is just goddamn stupid shit. And no one can ever fix that problem. And I, for one, am getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting sick and tired of people telling me that the economy is fine based on the stock market. They continue saying, "Ooh, big number." Fuck that shit. Fuck that nonsense. The stock market doesn't really matter when everything else is slowly declining. The Dow Jones Industrials and everything else don't really matter. Especially when certain commodity stocks and grocery stocks don't really matter. All that really matters is just women having weed and abortions and all that other type of shit. Because of derangement. And delusion. That's the whole reason why we need to get away from women. Get away from men. Get away. We need to get away from things. That's all I really want. Is for society to just get away. Live alone. Just live alone. Be alone. We'll never flipping unify. We'll never flipping fix things.